there are a lot of cute people in here. Okay. So here's a story about a tree that's not a tree, that grew in a city that was not a city, in a place misnamed, in a valley named for antelopes it no longer carried, where the original names of original people are foreign to foreign tongues, thick from settling down where they didn't belong. Northeast of the red-carpeted City of Angels, you'll find the backdrop for your desert-themed music and movies. Northwest of the rich retirees of Palm Springs, you'll find the all-American city of the military and aerospace industry, Palmdale. So here in Palmdale once lived a 7-year-old girl who, in an outrage, still upset after her 1-hour bus ride home, sought out the tan tumbleweed-filled hills behind her neighbors' houses to visit those spiky creatures, her friends, all named Joshua. How they hovered over her, chubby arms awkwardly outstretched, memories of the day flooding her eyes, her 3 classmates circling and chasing and angrily yelling, "Go back to China where you came from." How her teacher ran right by to the skaters and ballers field fighting outside. She slumped over a fallen Joshua tree. It was uprooted and clumsily burned, her fingers strumming all of the spikes that she could reach, crying out, "Who did this to you? You belong here. This is your home." Tears halting, eyes widening. She needs to know its history. She needs to know its true name. Here in Palmdale lived the father of this 7-year-old girl, who returns from another 15-hour restaurant shift in a row and a 1.5-hour drive home. Tired dress shoes stomping, his unmistakable deep tone, demanding to be served. Now it's his turn. "You have hands and legs. Serve yourself," his daughter squeaks at his feet. "Respeta tu papá," fist pounds on the table. "Vete a la cocina." Put his chiquita in her place. Out of his day and night worn clothes, cold corona fizzing down his throat, blasting Univision. Here's his Korean wife. "Viejo, kids have school mañana. Lower the TV. Viejo, you're falling asleep." Closing his eyes, he wonders, why doesn't my daughter habla español conmigo? Why do my kids not love me? He made it from Xochitl to Puebla to DF to Burbank to here, and it took years. Unaware, he placed his feet in the footprints long left by his ancestors, the Quitanamuk and Cahuilla. He planned to retrace his steps back to his hermanos, to his padres, to his familia. A government tricks for profit left no jobs. And so here in Palmdale, houses were the cheapest. Here, his kids could have a home. Here in the Palmdale heat, shadowed by silhouettes of future site plan signs, the older sister of that 7-year-old girl jumps off piled wood planks, fingers finding clumps of dirt to throw, her ritual for bulldozed desert land, and this time's her last. The bank's taking her childhood home. It's her turn to be uprooted, plowed, replaced. 3 days to pack, and she didn't care. She wanted out of here. But ooh, she's angry now. She spins her arm to release a dirt display like you've never seen. Clumps of sand and spikes swallowing every letter of Beezer Homes coming soon. She threw till her arm ached, resting on the sign, no trace of a dent, made her tears mirror the sand still dribbling down its sides. 3 Palmdale scenes starring what happens when grand city plans grid out what's beautiful and grotesque, what's worthy and worthless, who has homes and who can be homeless. When saying, the desert is too empty and bleak anyway, becomes, it needs to be filled and be livable anyway, becomes, people want huge homes and places to shop anyway. It would be harmless if it was empty from the start. What is empty to a colonizer's heart? What if settlers, city developers, mortgage brokers saw that here was life already living? What and who survived here? Everything and everyone they worked so hard to feed, how they served their community's needs, how they belonged. It would be harmless if it was innocent from the start. What is innocent to a capitalist's heart? Thank you.
One more time for Caro Reyes.